board and the staff of Princess Juliana International Airport, I welcome you this afternoon to the brief flag handover ceremony commemorating JetBlue's inaugural service from Fort Lauderdale to St. Martin. Many would agree, and I'm looking to my colleagues and Kellyanne, many would agree that this moment is long overdue, so we'll just get right into it. At this time, I would like to invite our CEO, Mr. Mingo, to briefly address all of us present.
JetBlue, we welcome this important flight to showcase your confidence in St. Martin. We welcome your initiative to provide us direct service to the mainland. We welcome your program to provide us with the much needed passengers while we rebuild our terminal. We welcome you even if we are still in recovery mode. Not only our terminal, but also our island and our economy. We welcome happy faces, even if our airport is still damaged, but we will try to keep you smiling. Welcome, Minister. Welcome, JetBlue. Thank you.
I have the privilege to oversee our 38 international airports, Blue Cities, in 22 countries, so anything outside of the US. And I have to say, it's been 18 months since I was last here, right after the hurricane, and I am extremely excited. I know this has been a long-awaited route, so a few thank yous to give. Thank you again for that warm welcome and for joining us in the celebration. I would like to acknowledge the Honorable Stuart Johnson, Minister of Tourism, Mr. Brian Mingle, Princess Juliana Airport CEO, and really thank you for your support and partnership. I do want to take a moment to really thank some key people that have made not only this flight, but St. Martin such a beautiful and an important destination for JetBlue's international network. I want to start with our General Manager, Mrs. Kellyanne Ramdanchani, who's here. She's been key to ensuring that this route finally took place today. I also want to acknowledge our wonderful supervisor, Chris Green, who should be running the operation in the back. Our amazing regional airport manager, Mr. Leslie Brown, who comes and visits very often, as well as our local team here, Carrie, Donata, Jasper, Lucienne, Wendell, Dean, Kenny, Shanika, Trisha, Natalie, and our 4 new Baby Blue crew members.
Ladies and gentlemen, 17 months ago, we suffered the worst natural disaster in our country's history. The challenge to rebuild seemed impossible, but through the hard work and resilience of the people of St. Martin, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Today, we are delighted to welcome JetBlue's new non-stop daily flight from Fort Lauderdale to St. Martin. Since first coming here in January of 2008, JetBlue has shown a genuine commitment to St. Martin, introducing the first direct flight to Boston and being the first low-cost carrier to service the island. That commitment was again displayed in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma in 2017, when the airline was the first airline to fly thousands of pounds of relief goods to the island and airlift many passengers back to the United States. Today, JetBlue has again showed its commitment to the rebuilding of St. Martin's economy with the addition of a new road that adds more than 62,500 seats for the destination over the coming year.
It is indeed a great pleasure and honor for me to be here with you today. It is from the deepest part of my heart, along with each and every one of us from the airport, from the tourism board, that we really just want to say thank you. Thank you to JetBlue for trusting this destination despite the circumstances, because we know they could have chosen others. However, it shows us their devotion to the destination, and we know that St. Martin is definitely on its way back. Thanks to the numerous partners that continue believing in St. Martin, and we can guarantee you that St. Martin would be the destination that once we were, but more importantly, that the population, the tourism will definitely be looking for. And we thank you again from the bottom of our heart, because trusting us after such devastation shows us that, you know what, we still have what to fight for, we still have what to believe in, and that is in the friendly island of St. Martin. Thank each and every one of you, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NV.
Let me say some words about financial statements. The budgeting and reporting cycles for the years 2013 till 2017 has not been completed. Although the reports of the accountants, the CFT, and the audit chamber are published, the financial statements for 2013 and 2014 must still be approved by the Parliament. And the financial statement for 2015 is not yet presented to the Parliament by the government. The process towards getting the mentioned financial statements has taken considerable amount of time and is in violation of local ordinance. In addition, the CFT has not yet formally received the 2016 financial statements, accompanied by the findings of the SORB and the General Audit Chamber. We did take notice of the report by the Audit Chamber. Although the number of errors is becoming lower, there are still major shortcomings in financial management. For almost all items in the annual accounts, this has led to uncertainty on the correctness and the completeness of amounts. Let me say some last word about 2017 financial statement. According to the latest planning received, the 2017 financial statement will be presented to the Parliament in the second quarter of this year. In our meeting with the Cabinet, we have advised cooperation by all ministries to ensure that this target is met, as the deadline in your ordinance was the 31 of August 2018, last year. I come now to budget performance in 2018. The budget deficit for the first 3 quarters of 2018 amounted to 71 million guilders. Based on the month of November, the budget deficit until then was 88 million guilders. These are preliminary accounts, but it shows a much lower deficit, mainly because its income is higher than expected than in the budget. This is positive news and illustrates the increasing economic activity in St. Martin. Let me, as last topic, say something about the 2015 targeted instruction from the Kingdom Council. In November 2018, St. Martin reported on the follow-up of the instruction. The CFT issued an advice accompanying this letter on the request of the State Secretary of Internal and Kingdom Relations. Let me mention 2 points. The first point is the healthcare system. With respect to the reform of the healthcare system, the CFT advises to strengthen cost-cutting measures already in the short term in order to reduce current deficits and make the healthcare system more financiable sustainability. This morning we discussed this issue also with the SZV, and they stressed the importance as well.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Wib now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact Wib today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you're for.
We come here nice and talk and speak. But when you get down in the cracks and the meat of the matter of the airport, my colleague mentioned it, there's one fundamental question, just one, that eludes all of us. Because the answer, no matter how many times you ask it, they can't get the answer. We can't get the answer. Why didn't you give the airport the guarantee letter? Why? The answer from that question can solve this whole airport problem. And it doesn't matter how many times you ask the question. It can't be answered. But I want to send a message to this government, because this airport issue, it gets me very emotional and riled up. I have a number of family members working at the airport. So I want this government to know, especially the Prime Minister, who said that the conditions came from her. That I see you. And I want the people of St. Martin to see her also. You come to Parliament in your nice suit, your nice hairdo, but I want them to know and see you that you're a betrayer and a sellout. 70 years. 70 years. We have built this airport from scratch. From scratch. Not one help from Schiphol, from Holland, from no one. Not one help. But today, we find it fit to give the whole cock and caboodle, the whole entire thing away. For crying out loud, St. Martin beaten a number of regional airports in the region and in Europe. And in Europe to get pre-clearance. That's going to boost this economy. I need people to understand what this means, man. For St. Martin. What do you get from the government today? Pre-clearance is not a priority, it's not important. You know what it means when you have American-bound flights that can come to St. Martin and everyone can be cleared. And when you go through the United States, you don't have to be checked again. Schiphol asked for pre-clearance and they couldn't get it. St. Martin got it. You guys are betrayers and sellouts. I see you. And history will record what you have done. Because it's from one government-owned company to another one. History will record that you have sold out this country. And who don't like it, then you don't have to like it. But that's the truth. And that's what has been done. We can go from every ministry come down. There's a scandal. But the country and people are quiet and say nothing. Every ministry. How is this possible? How is this so? And when you call the meetings, we can't get them convened or reconvened. There's a failure across the board from this government. A failure. And it spills over here in Parliament. Parliament is being held hostage by the chairlady of Parliament.
Fully dysfunctional.
Fully dysfunctional. The rules are bent and changed to her discretion. It is wrong. It is absolutely wrong.
I mean, we have a list here. For instance, the meeting that was held on tax reform. We were in the second round. The meeting was almost completed. And the chairlady popped in and said she has to leave the meeting because she has somewhere to be. And my suggestion was there was a vice chair of parliament that was also present, the second vice chair of parliament that was present and could chair the meeting, which was the representative of the St. Martin Christian Party. And she said, he has somewhere to be as well. And both of them got up and walked out the room. I mean, at the end of the day, you are stagnating the progress of this country. So it's not about me anymore. It's about this country. The people are watching. And I have a list of meetings here. For instance, you have the update on the airport, the establishment of calibration department, which was called on, which was requested November 1st. November 16th, we still await questions from the Minister of TIAT. Results of the dump fumes and the survey of the immediate action plan, which was a meeting that was convened. It's November 7th. I can go on and on and on.
The request of the hospital.
The meeting that was requested about the current situation with the hospital, with Enzo and the finances of the construction company. I mean, come on. You're really taking St. Martin people for a ride when you have a groundbreaking. You have a so-called groundbreaking and the main contractor is not even present. So what ground are you really breaking? And then when rumors start to circulate, or whether it be factual or not, in terms of the financial situation about the contractor, the minister flies to Italy as a lawyer for I see it like that, as a lawyer for the company Enzo to fight for their rights to get a guarantee letter. But you can't get a guarantee letter for the local airport here. And now my question is this: you're supposed to actually scrutinize the company. from any bill of financial problem, say no, because what's going to happen is we're going to end up like Curacao, where, for instance, one price was given for the airport, and now they're already 300% over the budget, and it continues to go on and on. If they already have financial problems, why are you going to Italy to fight on their behalf and seek? And then another fundamental thing is what I want to really plant in the head of the people of St. Martin is this. The Minister of Health is over the Inspectorate of Health. So if, let's just say, if or when this hospital is completed and something is wrong, who will be watching who? Will the Minister of Health say, this is wrong? No, because the Minister of Health left St. Martin, I don't know in what capacity, whether it was vacation, working visit, yet questions to be asked in the same meeting that we hope to get convened as to in what capacity did you go there to fight on behalf of a construction company?
Last week, we informed you about a possible refusal of the OZR doctor cards issued by SZV to the civil servants, the teachers, and the PP card holders. Our public concern was carried by the electronic and the written press media. Where we did not get any written answer from SZV, neither from the Minister of VSR, we could hear and read that government has a payment arrear with SZV thanks to investigative journalism from a reporter from the Daily Herald. In the Daily Herald of February the 8th, 2013, under the heading Consumers Group Concerned About the Refusal of SZV Cards and Non-Reimbursement of Bills, we quote, in an invited comment on the matter, Health Minister Amy Lee said that SZV and government have been working together to find interim and long-term solutions on the issue of payment of premiums. While SZV Senior Communication Advisor Sharon Holder said that SZV is trying to work on a structural solution. Lee said he and the colleagues in government are aware of the status of payments by government towards the OZR fund. SZV brought this situation to the attention of the government several years ago, and it is point of concern of the CFT too, the Committee for Financial Supervision. This was again brought to the attention of the Council of Ministers, including the Minister of Finance 2 weeks ago, by SZV and by the Minister of VSR. And all parties are now waiting for measures to be taken by the Minister of Finance. End of quote. Tuesday evening, as Consumers Coalition, we had a meeting with the platform of healthcare providers where we were informed about the correspondence of the healthcare providers about the payment arrears since last year, March. We explained to the healthcare providers that in the Consumer Coalition, the Seniors Association had already experienced with the refusal of FZOG cards in 2009. And also civil servants unions had experience with the refusal of BZV island government cards. We all already were confronted with actions of healthcare professionals and institutions before that refused a doctor card. We maintain that the card holders didn't do nothing nothing wrong for the healthcare providers to punish them by refusing their doctor card and by charging them to pay cash, where their premiums have been deducted from their salaries to get the proper care. Solutions can be sought at a table between healthcare providers, representatives, and government. Also, legal options could be considered by the healthcare providers, such as passing the debt to debt collection agencies, or starting a court injunction and putting a lien on government funds until payment is guaranteed. All these options do not affect the civil servants, the card holders, the teachers, the PP card holders, because they still can get their service and the healthcare provider still can get more money, because every time we go to visit them, they're making more money. Let one thing be very clear. All healthcare providers can make money because we demand their services. When we do not feel well, when we are sick, or when we are referred to see them. So when we left the meeting, the ministers of ASI and the Minister of Finance came to meet with the healthcare providers platform. We understood that the ministers would get back to the healthcare providers platform by the end of the week. As Consumer Coalition, we were informed that the refusal of the doctor card has been put on hold, awaiting what government is going to do.